Hello! Ça va?
Toi,
Oui, I'm well.
can you tell us what are we up to today?
Of course. So I'm very happy to take you on a tour. You asked me to choose a few coffee shops that I love. Instead, I wanted to do something that would maybe reveal more of my sociological interests. And I chose this theme that I think is fascinating. We're going to visit specialty coffee shops with a unique East Asian influence. So we'll be exploring different countries, different cultures, and kind of the encounters of this very global movement with kind of more local cultures.
Ah, cool, great, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Okay. Hello Nam.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Je présente Rod de COMYU et on est venu goûter un petit café chez vous. Hein.
Bah, j'ai envie de vous faire découvrir ça très rapidement.
Ok, cool. Bon, on rentre?
Ouais.
Yalla, let's go.
Ouais, je t'en ai la musique si tu veux.
I think we're gonna take Vietnamese pour over, like Vietnamese coffee, Vietnamese method, and then maybe the egg coffee.
Yeah.
Okay? Wow, merci.
What do we have right now?
Alors là, c'est un café de Dalat, justement, puisque si tu as été, ça va peut-être te ramener des souvenirs, mais du coup, c'est un catimor torréfié. Nous, on torréfie chez Tanat, qui sont des amis. Du coup, on torréfie sur le ring. Donc, on l'a fait avec le filtre vietnamien. Et on aime bien avoir ce rendu plutôt léger, comme un thé, sur le fruit, sur l'acidité. Un côté un peu sur le thé oolong, un peu floral. J'ai pas de problème à me dire je mange étoilé et je prends autant de plaisir à manger une pizza ou un burger. Ça correspond à une envie du moment et je mets pas trop d'échelle de valeur entre l'étoilé personnellement et de la bonne comfort food. Je prends autant de plaisir dans l'un ou l'autre et qu'on ait peut-être la même chose plus tard dans le café de spécialité, qu'on puisse se respecter sur les différentes manières d'apprécier le café. Une crème sabayon, donc c'est 2 jaunes qu'on va battre avec du lait concentré et un peu de sucre et ça monte, ça fait une mousse qu'on met au-dessus d'un café. Et donc c'est entre un café et un dessert, c'est très gourmand. Moi je vous conseille de faire 1, 2, 3 tours, mélanger légèrement et le goûter à la cuillère comme un dessert. C'est vraiment... beaucoup de personnes appellent ça le tiramisu liquide parce que c'est très gourmand comme un dessert.
C'est vraiment très bon. Hein. Non, vraiment merci pour tous les cafés. Let's go! Let's go! We are going to another place I actually discovered recently. It's called Untitled. There's the word Thai.
Okay, so for
inside.
Thailand.
Yeah, so that kind of gives away the concept of this next coffee shop. I think it's the only one I know in Paris that does Thai specialty coffee. Oh, here it is. Hi. Salut, ça va?
So for all your drinks, you serve specialty coffee from Thailand?
It's really cool.
It would be like espresso with condensed milk and like evaporated milk. So it would be like one of the famous drink. You will have it there because like our traditional drink will be like iko oliang. So it would be black coffee and sweet. And so they introduced like the espresso machine. So it's the origin of the drink.
How is it?
I love condensed milk. I love sweet drinks, so it's great. It's balanced. Like in specialty coffee, people talk a lot about origins, but it's usually like the terroir. It's like, and it's always the same. It's Colombia and Ethiopia and Central America and maybe sometimes Rwanda. But there is a different way to look at origins, which is also your personal story, your personal background, your culture, and that hasn't been really integrated that much into specialty coffee thus far. Like it's kind of a new thing to turn to one's Thai culture or Indonesian, or maybe we'll see in the future more Eastern European influences in specialty, Sub-Saharan African influences as well, you know?
Yeah, why not
Bring new
bring new
ways.
thing, go out of the usual spectrum. So
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
with some signature drinks.
It's true because like, it's funny because the East Asian influences have actually existed in specialty coffee for a while because V60 is originally from Japan. A big influence of pour-over culture. Matchas have been like really the star of specialty coffee shops everywhere for a while. Oh, poor thing. Where's batteries to keep him warm? Let's go to the next place. Madame. Bonjour. 2 yin yang.
Okay, do you want it hot or ice?
Hot.
Both. Hot, please. I'm very, very always enthusiastic about kind of diner-inspired places. I love jazz kisas that are kind of like the Japanese diners, and I love American diners. So I came here and I really loved the kind of cozy vibe. I got us 2 pineapple buns. They always say here that these buns have nothing to do with actual pineapples. They're called that way because of how it looks on top. Kind of has this pineapple-y look because of the crisscross. So I took one with cheese and one with butter inside, which is apparently the way they do it in Hong Kong. If I'm not mistaken, Hong Kongese culture is very, we can ask Davina about it, but it's very influenced by British culinary culture.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously. So the milk tea and coffee that we're gonna have, and also these little buns with the butter inside is kind of tea time in a diner.
Clearly, you can feel the influence from the UK with the milk tea. It's almost like a twist, yeah, that coffee that you can feel.
Condensed milk was kind of the solution for European colonizers who wanted to have their coffee and tea. So they imported, like the Dutch, the French, they imported condensed milk, and locals started adding it to their coffee as well.
Ours is very tea-based, based on the colonization in the past, so we actually drink a lot of tea. The only drink that actually has coffee inside is the yin yang. We found something that's quite balanced, rounded, nutty, and that brings out the milk tea as well.
It's like very representative of the mix of your culture plus specialty coffee.
Exactly, yes. And so for me, that drink here is actually pretty representative of the whole place itself. It's like a mix of something very local from Hong Kong, but mixed with something that people are more familiar with, so coffee.
Café.
On a créé Capé avec mon associé qui est les Philippines. On a créé un restaurant philippin qui s'appelle Bobby, qui est juste de l'autre côté de la rue. Et en fait, on voulait créer un lieu ouvert qui ait pas de distance entre les employés et le client, avec une table centrale. Du coup, on pourrait partager soit en famille, entre amis, ou même des gens qui se connaissent pas un moment, quoi. Du coup, là, on a le ube milk.
Oh, merci.
Et le latte.
Merci. Look at the latte art. Whoop. 3 drinks. The first one is ube latte. I think that's the drink that made Filipino coffee culture famous recently, at least here in Europe. It's a purple sweet potato yam that's common in the Philippines. So I think due to the beautiful color and also the fact that it's like considered to be quite healthy, it has a lot of antioxidants. It's been kind of getting really popular in specialty coffee shops in Paris. In Filipinese cuisine, in the pastries here, there's a lot of coconut and coconut caramel. So this drink is based on caramelized coconut, latte latte, it's called. And then we have an origami filter, a method that comes from Japan, with a coffee from the Philippines, right? So it's quite a cool lineup to discover Philippinese coffee. It all kind of reminds me today of like cereal with milk. This does have coffee, and it's really, really nice as well.
Where do we go next?
So now we're traveling north, across the Pacific too.
Okay.
Can you guess?
Okay, Japan.
Yes, exactly.
Cool, exciting.
Let's go to Japan. Okay, welcome to our next spot. Bonjour. We should go for one of their desserts as well. We'll talk about that later.
Japanese dessert.
Le dessert marron, c'est la saison de châtaigne et de marron. Je mets dedans un peu l'esprit de japonais. Yuzu, de armoise. C'est la armoise, un herbe japonais.
Wow. Tellement joli, merci.
I feel guilty that we're gonna
Eat it. Oh my god. This is one of the most interesting touches about this place. I think that kind of mixes the cultures. The pastry chef here, his name is Akira. He makes a seasonal changing dessert menu, but he definitely comes from like high-end pastry chef background. And it's really exceptional to see so much effort put into, you know, the sweet stuff that you serve with coffee.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's good.
So you have to try it yourself. Thanks, Noah. How do you feel?
I think it was a wonderful day. I had so much fun. I learned so much.
Not too much coffee?
No, we diversified with ube. And
We did.
I'm fine.
We are reasonable, I think.
We are very reasonable people.
Cool. But anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
It was great.
Yes.
I know we could not go to all the places you wanted to visit today,
Yes. So
but that's fine, yeah?
it's important to say I have dozens of places in mind that speak to this very interesting theme. If you want to see all of the places that I came up with that are both specialty and East Asian influence in Paris, then you can go on the COMYU app and you'll find my full list there. You can explore, enjoy, and of course, write to us to give us your feedback or questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you. Bye.